It was just me talking to myself. So let me recap. We've just gone live. Sorry, I got in the middle of a little battle. I was just going to show you what I've been doing here, because the last time we spoke, it's been a while. I was still fighting in the swamp and having some trouble getting over. Well, lots has happened since then. So let me go home real quickly and start the tour over. Can you see me now? Yes, I'm wearing a giant leek. You know, hats are me. I am hats. So let me just, before I show you this new territory I'm exploring, let's go back home real quick. I want to give you a little tour of the house, of the place. Got a new mic, by the way. Works in Linux, which is nice. And you see, we've done some upgrading since you've been here last. There's the Raven Throne. Very nice. It turns out the reason you want to add all these things is because it adds to the comfort of your home. My comfort level now in the home is 15. The higher the comfort level, the longer your rested period lasts. And now it's up to 22 minutes, which is fantastic. It also gives you stone. Yeah, I've got enough iron. Let's back up a little bit. I got enough iron out of the old swamp. We'll look at the map here real quick. This is my home island, Leoville, where I feel fairly safe even from trolls. You missed. I just killed a troll, and I wasn't streaming. Damn it. But I'll show you where we were the last time I streamed. We were up here battling in this swamp, and it turned out this swamp, the third swamp I found, first two swamps had no sunken crypts. This one had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sunken crypts. It was a great source of iron. And with a few deaths, more than a few deaths, I was able to clear it out, bring a ship up to the old swamp house here, sail it all the way back, meeting a couple of leviathans on the way, sail it all the way back to Leoville, my home, and I have since smelted a ton of iron, which has given me a few new things, including, by the way, look at that, my iron armor. Pretty sharp, huh? Pretty sharp. I'll show you some of my possessions here. Iron armor. I also got a iron mace, and I've upgraded that a little bit. That's nice because that, it turns out, is very useful and very quick for killing swamp denizens. So I feel a lot more comfortable in the swampland now. Among other things, you know, I had to get a lot of wood to smelt the iron. I've smelted it all. There is, in my ore supply, nothing. Oh, there's a little tin. That's it. I have plenty of tin and copper, and honestly, I don't think bronze is going to be much more use to me. It's all about the iron from now on. So I have smelted all my iron ore. I've got to go back to the swamp to get it. And that means I need to find a new swamp territory. I sailed around and I found one. Let me show you what I've done with the iron. I've got this new smith's anvil. I've got this grinding wheel. I've got a forge bellows. I've got a tool rack. All of which means my forge is now upgraded all the way to a level 7. That's great because it means I could build some new stuff, including that armor you see, and so forth. So I am feeling pretty good. My storehouse is still here. I did move, as you can see, this is where my portal used to be. I've moved my portal into the main house because I realized what I really want to do is, if I get killed, let me just put some stuff away because I've been collecting. Before I realized nobody could see what I was doing. Oh, look at a little more troll hide. A troll came and visited, so I got rid of him. You know what? I had this idea. I might do this. Which I don't want all of those. I just want one of those. I'll show you my idea. We'll see if this is going to work. I don't know. What would I need to mount a troll head? Do I need one of these item stands? It needs bronze nails. Alright. So let me get some bronze, a couple of bronze. Let's bring some bronze nails. I think you can, as I remember, you could portal with bronze nails, so I might do that. So I'll take all of those. Portal with bronze nails. I can't portal with metals, either ores or smelted metals. Did I put everything away? rocks, resin. I need that core wood. I'm out of... Oh, I could bring some wood. I should bring some wood because I want to... I'm putting in some defenses. Let's get some wood. I should harvest these carrots and the carrot seeds and feed the poor little boars. Well, I still got some food there. Why are they so scared? Why are you scared? What's bugging you? Who cares? No time to figure that out. All right, so new house, new rest. I've got some with the iron. I also made some. Actually, I think I did this with copper, but I needed some ancient bark from the swamps. I made some braziers. Instead of using resin, the braziers are nice because they use coal. I have a lot of coal. I've been smelting like crazy. You turn wood into coal. So that's kind of nice. It's a little easier to feed these. Resin, it turns out, is one of the things that's in short supply. So you feed these with coal. They also add to the overall comfort. And the comfort level here is now 15. You can go all the way up to 22. But I need to go up some levels. Tables, chairs, all of that adds to comfort. So here's where my portal lives now, close to the places I might want to stock up if we're going on a trip. Let's get some sausages, some meat, some honey. Make sure I'm fully stocked up there. Put these entrails away. Always good to have those for some more sausages. Now, let's go. This is the new territory, the new place I'm exploring. The audio, should I turn up my audio? Let me turn up the audio. Check, check. You want more background audio? I could fix that. Microphone. And my audio could be a little hotter too. Is that okay? Is that a better balance? Now, I'm in my new house. It's not very fancy yet. Let's set this one. But I'll show you what I've done here on the map. So the new house is way up north. Here's my old place. What I did is I sailed up here. I had to sail up here because I wanted to put in a portal in. To get a portal in, you need to bring some copper in. You know. So I found a spot. This is great. First of all, I'm going to need to take on Bone Mess. It's the third boss. So this is Bone Mess's location. A good place to be near enough to walk. But this is a really interesting spot because let's go outside. Let's get. I'll show you. First of all, instead of fires now, I'm building these. They don't have to. You don't have to worry about rain anymore. And they're big. See this is a longbow. I have enhanced, gone up a step. This has required iron as well, iron nails. The longbow is better than the carved, not just because it's more ostentatious, but because it's lots of storage. And that storage is great because I sailed up here to put the portal in, but I am going to be doing a lot of work here. Let's climb up. This is going to be a very interesting spot. I am technically, as you can see, in Black Forest, although I have barricaded it in. It's really, I am inside a stockade in the Black Forest. I also dug a trench all around, so it's an island. But you can see there's the plains, and in the distance, you can see that is a goblin encampment. So it's loud now. Okay, fixing the sound. So background noise a little quieter. My noise is my level is good. Yes. All right. I'm sorry. I have to fix this. All right. So let's see. Is that better? Okay. Can you hear my voice? Can you hear me? I'll put this here. I need a Dave Garroway thing to hang this around my neck, because really this is how a mic should be. Yeah, I got a new mic because for the Linux. This is the Audio-Technica ATR 2500. I wanted to test this anyway. A lot of people have been recommending it. All right, it's getting dark. I got to go to bed. In the morning, I have a plan. I'm going to finish reinforcing this because I'm very worried. I'm close enough to the plains, and I'm really close to a lot of beasties. So I honestly, I don't want to, you know, I just let me go home and just get rid of all this crap that I have. How's the mix? Good? All right. Okay. Split the difference on the background music. Okay. All right. Background music. I brought it way down. Brought it way down. You want it lower than that? All right, a little bit lower. Okay. 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 What was I doing? I was putting this stuff away. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. Honey, I don't need honey. I can come back and get honey anytime. As you see, a lot of honey. I don't want those fuzz bombs. Actually, I might want some fuzz bombs. Let me get some fuzz bombs real quick. And then I'm going to rest up for higher. Oh, yay, caramba. Okay. This is ambient sound. Here's my voice. I'm going to bring the voice up. All right. And now I'm going to do this. I'm going to punch something because I'm frustrated. No. All right. Back to the storeroom. Let's put this stuff away. I do keep these fuzz bombs because... Oh, you know what else I need? Actually, I'm glad I came back. I'm going to need some potions. You got to potion up if you go into the swamp. I don't need that trophy. And I did want one troll head because I have an idea. What else? I'm good, right? Yes. I also now I'm going to take a little nap so that I am 22 minutes of rested. Always good to be rested. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Mashed Potato. Thank you, Ryan. We've got some people of the... I don't use Twitch chat. I'm in the Club Twit chat room. I should rest here because this is where I get the best rest. Because I have all that stuff. See? Braziers and the Raven Throne. You just... the banners. You just sleep better there. Having a dream. Giant tree. I don't pay attention to those dreams anymore. Completely useless. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go back real quickly. We're going to... Again, this is my system with portals. I only have one portal. I don't have a whole big range of portals. I could. I have plenty of Surtling cords. Turns out they're not a short supply. But I kind of like having kind of like a subway station where I say, here's where I'm going. The only thing you got to do is you got to be careful when you do that not to... Let's see. I should put a torch. I thought I put a torch up here. It's so dark. Let's quickly put a torch in here. I thought I had one. Well, you know what? Maybe a sconce. No, I don't have any... that's right. Don't have any metals with me. Alright, there we go. And this is a little storage. This is where I've got... Ah! This is very interesting. Black metal scrap. When you kill the goblin guys, it drops some of that. So I kind of like being where I am because there's an opportunity, without being overwhelmed by goblins, there's an opportunity to run into a few here and there. And I kind of want that. So this is my little, I was up here last night, my little watch point. There's the goblin colony, that's the plains. So I'm on the border of 3 biomes. Black Forest, Plains, and Swamp. So I feel like I'm going to be spending some time here. Now what I thought was, can I build... I don't have any fine wood. Gosh darn it. I wanted to put a troll head up here. Maybe I can just put it here. No, I think you need to put a stand there. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to run home. This is where portals are so great. And I like the balance of it, because the portal makes it very easy to do what I'm about to do, which is travel huge distances just to get a bit of fine wood. But you can't portal metals. So when the most, the vital resource that you're getting at this point is metals. So I have to get a ship, build a ship, sail all the way there, get the metals. So I sailed there to set up the portal. I now have that big Viking long ship there, so I will load it up before I go home. That's why I wanted to make sure it didn't get destroyed. Let me get a little bit of fine wood. It's always good to have some fine wood because that's what you use to build furniture. You get fine wood from pine trees. everything around me here, as you can see, these are all beaches. I built a nice little forest around my house. And I feel so secure, I just leave the doors open. There's a troll trench. There's a stockade. I feel pretty safe. And I'm trying to do the same thing at this base, because this swamp base here, this 3 biomes, you should call it like the 3 corners base, is really a good location. I feel like I'm going to be spending a lot of time here. So I put the stockade around it, and I'm going to start to put some more pointed sticks here. But I had this thought. What if you put a troll trench? Let's see. I mean, a troll head right there. Okay. And then in order to do that, I got to put this in there. And let's turn that off. Item 1. Can I put a troll? I can. It's not exactly upright. But my thought is, if I put that there like a scarecrow, that might also help scare away the baddies, right? What do you think? See how it looks. Does it look like a... Maybe not. Alright. I want... Maybe if you had a giant leak hat, it would be better. I did. I decided to wear a white shirt with the leak hat because of the color coordination. So here's what I've done. I've dug this trench. Let's close this. Dug this trench and put up a stockade. Let me get this. I hate it when logs roll into the water, because I have to swim around, push it up onto land, all without drowning. When you get in the water, your tools get put away. So, there we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted that wood. Now I got to do the same thing with this log. I guess this is the tree I chopped down earlier. So see, now I'm in the Black Forest. So this is I think this is the three corners house, I should call this. It's a great little biome. Because I'm getting the best of both worlds. Amazing. So let's see here. Get some more wood. I got enough wood. So I'm putting up, as you can see, what I'm trying to do here is put some spikes here. Just this actually kills. It does me a lot of damage if I run into them, so I have to be careful not to do that. But it also actually will kill the gray dwarves. So when I placed these earlier around my old around Leoville, it was great because I would get these remains of gray dwarves who died in the night trying to come into my house, which is awesome. I'm blocking it. So I just want to put these up just as a little discouragement. But fear not, we're going to stop the housekeeping in just a second. Because I just wanted to get this all set. So frustrating. When have I run out of core wood? Alright. So, I still have some more to do. But that's good enough. I'm mostly afeared that they're going to come over here. Now I'm in the plains, you see. I'm mostly afeared that they're going to come over and attack my... Is that going to fool them? That troll head? I don't know. This is, as you know, the plains is extremely dangerous. The biomes are carefully set up to, have a logical progression. What is that? Is that silver? No, it's just a rock. Is that silver? No, it's just a light on it. I've heard there's silver over here. But very dangerous to be here. But the occasional goblin that comes over is great because I can get some of that black stuff from them. Let's not. You see, Poco always says, You don't pay enough attention to your health when you're over here. Alright. Is that silver? No. What is this red stuff? Can I pick that? No. It's just pretty. Is any of this useful? No. I should not wander around here. There's death skeetos. There's the foolings. The foolings are the little goblins. I don't mind meeting one. I can handle one with my my mace, and I have sufficient armor. Let's fire up Eikthyr, get some stamina, because in just a little bit I am going to go into. See, I don't see any foolings at all. I've killed a few of them. All right, let's get out of here. So. I'm ready to go into my swamp prep. So you see, I think I've kind of done a pretty good job of making this somewhat impervious. I want to really discourage any assaults on my boat. That's the thing that's the most valuable. This longbow is something we don't want to mess with. So rain is unpleasant apparently, but it's devastating. I'm going to get rid of any excess stuff that I don't want to carry around. I would like to have as much room as possible. I don't anticipate building. I will keep the pick. I didn't build it actually, but I didn't build. Build something else. I need to build another. Dang it. Alright, I'm going to do something you really shouldn't do. It's sloppy. I'm just going to throw this on the floor. don't, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. All right. I have enough arrows, I think. I have some food. All right. Let's go visit the swamp. What do you say? So I'll show you how beefy I am now. Yeah, people are doing amazing builds at Valheim. So a lot of them are in creative mode. Like Minecraft Valheim has a creative mode. That actually they're cheats. They have a lot of cheats. And one of them is, is basically a creative mode. And when you're in creative mode, you can build amazing things. What's more amazing if somebody does that in whatever this is, survival mode, which is what I'm in. I haven't used any mods or any cheats. Let's get some poison resistance. Alright, we're ready to go into the swamp. And you can see, when you have biomes like this, look at that. That was a troll. So a troll came in here and got at by something. So when you're on the edge of biomes like this, you get lots of dead stuff. And leeches. Freaking leeches. And a Draugr. Oh, that's a skeleton. Here's a Draugr over here. Watch this. This is awesome. These guys are no longer... You may remember, I was always scared of going in these swamps. There's a one-star Draugr. Give me a little trouble. And I was always afraid of the swamps. That guy is tough. I am low on stamina, that's why. And the leech is getting me too. See, there's a little poisoning. So that's why you got to do some poison resistance. Let's make sure we're okay before we go any further. So what I'm really hoping for, I hate these freaking leeches. They give you blood bags, which you can cook later. I think it's a anti-poison mead. Ah! Good news. I already see a sunken crypt and a blob. The blobs are really easy to kill with this mace. Little poison effect. That's all right. I have the anti-poison. That one I killed before he even got close. All right, let's stand here for a second. Feels so soggy. Those green lights over there, that looks like a sunken crypt. Oh, somebody's chasing me. I think that's a skeleton behind me. Let's just wheel and crush. Come here. Where are you going? You running away from me? That was a mistake. Yes. All right. A sunken crypt. Iron is to be found in these sunken crypts, so that's why we want to go here. And of course, because I defeated the second boss, the Elder, I have a crypt key, as you can see right here. And I'm gonna, oh, look at that. Open up the swamp gate. What am I wearing? I am wearing iron armor. I am... And a troll cape, because I don't have any other cape. But as you can see, I got 58 armor, thanks to the all-iron armor. I'm going to take off the hat, which actually reduces my armor a lot, but I need this light to see my way around down here. So, we're going hunting for iron. And there's a Draugr. So, let's just get rid of him. And then we want to get rid of the body pile, because that spawns more. There's a blob. Let's get rid of that. How's my health? I did get a little poison, but I've got poison resistance. Let's eat. Now you see why I have to wear this light. There's a chest. There's some iron. 15! That's nice. 15 iron is nice. These withered bones, I realize I don't need. They are... Yes, it's St. David's Day. Somebody recognized my leak hat. It's not St. David's Day. I just thought it would look good. Just shows you what a taste icon I am. The withered bone you need to summon bone mass. I have a lot of withered bone. I no longer carry withered bone. In fact, I have a lot of skeleton bones. I don't need those anymore. And I don't really care about leech trophies anymore. There's a lot of crap I don't want. Oops. Somebody just shot me. Oh, or hit me. 3 blows, he's gone. Draugrs have entrails. That makes a fine sausage, speaking of which. I could eat a little more. You see, I got some black metal. So apparently, a fooling had been killed on the edge of the swamp. I don't need any of that, so let's go a little deeper into the sunken crypt. Ah, look at that. A little bit of ruby. That's not as valuable as one thinks. It's just worth a few coins at Haldor. I haven't found any other use. Did I look in both of these? I did. Alright, let's just... Remember, my plan is always in dungeons to take the leftmost first. It's easy to get lost in these, so I always go left, left, left. And then the way to get out, of course, is right, right, right. Here's a ruby. So you're always looking for things... Oh, poison arrows! I love those! The chain is useful for making those braziers that I like. So that's good. This is a wonderful, wonderful sunken crypt. I already have 28 iron and I haven't even done any digging yet. We're looking for a muddy pile. I am now deep in the water. But I don't think there's anything here. A muddy scrap pile. You use your pick to go through those. This has been a very good crypt. I'm very excited. Iron is the path to really the next biome, the plains, and to conquering bone mass. Alright, so that was turning left. There's the front door. There you see is a muddy scrap pile, but I'm going to be disciplined and go left to right, because otherwise it's easy to get lost. So let's get that guy really quick, because that'll spawn Draugrs like this one. There's somebody behind me shooting at me too. I'm going to take him out. There he is. I'm clear. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I'm down to 63 health, so that's not good. How's my poison is good. I'm trying to pay attention to my lower left corner. Alright, so here's another chest. This has been fantastic. More poison arrows. More bark. Oh, I'm carrying too much. Holy cow. See how heavy that iron is? So... now I have to go back, basically. What can I put down that I don't really want? I don't care about coins. That didn't help. I don't care about blobs. That didn't help. I only get 450 units. That's just noise. See, I'm too heavy. Let's you know what, let's put that in here. Put those in there. Still 466. It's the chain, isn't it? Nope. It's all this iron is what it is. I want it. Man. Okay. I'm going to come back. I am. So what I really want out of this is the metals. I didn't realize that I had some black metal scrap. So that's part of the reason I got so much. So I'm going to come back here. Let's just remember I left stuff here in the coins too. Let's put them in there. Oh no, I guess I can carry them. I should probably carry some stuff since by getting rid of all that stuff. Yeah, the bark is heavy. That's interesting. Yeah, none of this is that heavy. Good. So I just leave the bark there. Okay, that's not bad. So let's remember where that was. This actually is a dead end. You might wonder what this rune is. When I hit it, yeah, bark is heavy. You're right, John. It shows me where bone mass is, but you can see I've already added that map location. So they sprinkle these all over the biome so that you can find it. So that's good. I have one more door, but I've got to go back and drop off all this heavy stuff. But let's, before we go anywhere, let's mark it. There's a crypt there, and I haven't cleared it yet, so I'm not going to check it off. Now, the map is really handy, because now I know that, oh, all I have to do is go west, and I shall return to my swamp house. And the mini-map, as you can see, you can zoom in on that if you want, or zoom out. Close enough to home that it's actually showing up on the mini-map. So this is nice. This is not too far away. Let's pay attention to that. My biggest... Oh yeah, I can see my fire from here. Whoa. Hello? Who's shooting at me? Anyway. These guys are wusses. I got no fear of you guys. And leeches? Even a 2-star leech? Oh, now I'm punching them. I still kill them. Here comes another one. Goodbye. Those are blood bags you get there. I don't want bones or blood bags. I just have no desire. Somebody's shooting at me again. Oh, there's a Draugr. That's where we get the entrails. And now I'm home. Now, the biggest risk here is that I will run into a fooling, which probably shouldn't have. I should not run into if I can avoid it. It is nighttime. I don't know what comes out of the plants at nights. Nighttime is, in theory, more hazardous than daytime. I think this was a good run. I think this was a very good run. There's Trolley. Now, if I felt confident that my boat was safe, I would probably be smart just to put the chain... No, I guess chain I can teleport. Just to put the non-teleportable stuff, the black metal and the iron in there. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Because that's where it's going to go eventually. And, you know, if somebody destroys the boat, that will be there. And I'm close enough, I think, to the shore that I'd be able to recover it. Maybe let's push this closer to the shore just in case. Just going under it. No, good. Yeah, that was good. Okay. So if somebody does destroy that, it will be close enough to the shore. I'll be able to get it back. Yeah, there it is. There's tin here. I don't really need tin. As I said, I think I'm kind of done with the Bronze Age. So I will, you know, this was no room in inventory, so let's just go back and take some of this stuff back. Yeah, bark is heavy. Bark is good though. With bark, you can do those bonfires, among other things. So some stuff I put in my food stores, like these blood bags from leeches and the entrails. You see, I have quite a few, so I can make some more sausages. I might actually. I also keep dandelions here because you can do some mead with that. Is there any other foodstuffs? No, all of the rest is... I'm gonna sleep and then go back to that swamp because we're really having some great success here. This is my storehouse. Again, at some point I'm gonna probably want to rebuild this all because it's way too far away from the main house. But I wanted some separation, I guess. I don't know. Keep hitting squat key by accident. I did leave that bark behind, didn't I? See, I got one. This is a death skeeto. One needle because I was able to kill a death skeeto. I'm hoping that some plains denizens will start to come to me because I feel pretty good about my ability to conquer them. So we shall see. Here's a head of a Draugr elite. Those can be used to make things as well. So. Bones. I just have so many bones. I don't need any more bones. I don't even have any more where to put them. Well, I guess I'll put them in here. Anything else? Oh yeah, there's one more trophy. Plus skeletons. Alright, let's go get a nap. Oh, always got to remember to do this. Repair, repair, repair. The nice thing is, it costs you nothing, but you do have to remember to do it. Especially with the pick, because... as I didn't do any picking, I was able to get quite a bit of iron without doing any picking. But usually you wear out your pick on the muddy scraps. Let's go upstairs, take a nap. My leaky brain. Somebody brought me this from Wales. It's actually got a little beard with them. I'm not wearing properly. Now that's a little bit better, isn't it? I have not found any turnips. No swamp veggies. So I don't know where those turnips are. Somebody has been telling me that there are turnips. So look, because my comfort is 15, because of the Raven's Throne and the rugs and the braziers and all that, I now have 22 minutes of rested. And you fight better, you survive better if you're rested. Let me top off the supplies. I like to have full amount of meat and sausages. I haven't figured out, you only get to eat 3 items at any given time, and I haven't figured out what the best 3 items are. I think actually I have too much meat. I don't know. How high does that get me? It gets me to well over 100, which is pretty good. You can see it in the lower left-hand corner. Maybe some berries would be good. I should try it. I'll bring some berries. I got a lot of them. I'll bring some blueberries. Oh look, I left a skeleton head lying around. Alright, let's go back. We're ready for some more... Oh, Floyd is John. Oh, I thought your name was Floyd. So Floyd's already beat Bone Mass with his family. Should have brought some wood with me. But Floyd is... Yes, 130 is pretty good. I hate leaving these things lying around. I need some wood. Right, let me chop down a tree real quick. Not this one, as part of my fence. Just run out here into the... dark forest. I haven't upgraded... Oops. Oh, I where's my axe? Oh, man. You can't hoe a tree. You can't do it. There's my axe. So let's put that in there. Oh, I have some wood. Look at that. See my abyssal harpoon? That's what you get, John Floyd, or Floyd John, whatever your name is. From the Leviathan, you wanted to see that. Is your son around? It's probably too late. He's probably asleep. I don't need rocks. What am I doing with rocks? Oh, and I do have some more black metal. I can go for a little sail and show you Leviathan when your son's around. Have you done the Leviathan yet? Ah, Well, don't tell David there's a Leviathan out here. Don't tell him. There's actually plenty of wood. Let's just pick up some of this wood. I don't need to chop anything down. Alright, I just wanted to make a couple more boxes to put stuff in. I'm going to take a chance. So far, I've spent several nights and nothing has gotten to my longboat. So I'm going to take a chance and put this metal in the longboat, which will give me room for the stuff I don't need. I keep the sword. I probably don't need the sword. Oh, I also made a huntsman bow, which is a much better bow as well. So I'm not going to do anything with this stuff right now. But let's put the metal. So I did, as long as I'm... should do this. Oh, and I don't have enough wood. Oh, I forgot I put it in here. I might not have enough wood. Actually, these boxes use a lot of wood. Alright. Now, this can be where I put wood, rocks, supplies, and then that one can be for tools I'm not bringing with me into the swamp. Good. And then there's another one, right? Yeah. And then let's see. Stop crouching. There's nothing. I don't know why I closed doors after me. I'm very tidy. I'm gonna put. I'm feeling like this is I'm nervous. We'll see. I might learn a bad lesson here. I feel like this is a safe place to put the metals that I acquire. See, this is nice. This longboat has 18 spots in it. You can also, it's got seats for people. You can load it up with tons of people. So, this is for if you've got, you're playing with a lot of people on a server. You can load them up in a longboat. So it really, I think it's mostly used by people to move. I wonder if you can harpoon it, pull it into shore that way. It's mostly used to move to new places. All right, let's see how we're doing here. I'm gonna try. Yeah, see. I don't know. All right, put the helmet on at least until we get into the swamp. Back to the swamp because we didn't finish. It's faster than a carve. It's more robust. It's a nice. We'll go. Oh, look at all these little skeletons. These skellies think they got something to show me. I got something to show them. It's called an iron mace. Boom. Two with one blow. Oh, there's a Draugr. He's not much more scary. Draugr archer. The knockback on the mace is great, and John Floyd said I should practice with this because when I get to bone mass, the mace is kind of what you want to use as puncturing tools. See those green lights? That's where I'm headed. That is the crypt that I marked on the map. Going back to that, but you see, this is going to be a giant swamp. I have high hopes that this swamp is going to be a great source for iron. And iron is the gateway to a lot of what I need to do next. It really is designed to kind of get you in that situation where you're building up and building up so that you can go to the next thing. So remember, it was back here that I left my old bark. Got it. I do not want bones. Blueberries don't seem that good. I'm going to go with a honey sausage meat mixture. I think that's actually better. Alright, let's put on the Verger circlet so I can see. I don't want that withered bone. I think I've done everything in here. There's nothing to explore. So, I've done 2 of the arms. Now it's time to do a little mining. So if you watch in the upper left-hand corner, as I hit, there you see I added some scrap iron. So there's stuff in this mud. The other thing that happens, which is great, is it slowly exposes. There was a withered bone, which I don't want. It slowly exposes. As far as I can tell, there's no use for the withered bone except to summon bone mass, and you only need 3 of them. And I have like 60, so I'm not going to collect any more of those. unless I discover a use. As I'm knocking down this mud, you sometimes expose an enemy, but I didn't see one this time, so let's just keep hitting it. Essentially, this is mining, despite the fact that it's called a muddy scrap pile. I'm just thinking of it as iron mining. And you always want to get all the little tidbits left over, just to make sure. If you run your little cursor over it, if you don't see it. So what did I get? I got 4 iron, and I got a withered bone that I didn't want. So that wasn't. And I got some. Did you see that? I got some scrap leather. That's hysterical. Like I would want that. These are mushrooms. I'm not picking the yellow mushrooms up anymore. Let's eat some more. My poison is good. I'm 5 minutes left on that. 14 minutes left on health. I'm in good shape. My pickaxe is good. I'm trying to monitor my vital signs better. Yeah. So you learn which foods are more. They all have different. In fact, you can even hover over them and you'll see. So honey gives you 20 health and 20 stamina, but it only lasts 300 seconds, right? So it only lasts 5 minutes. You also get very nice healing, 5 hit points per tick. Meat, 2 hit points per tick, but it lasts longer, right? 1200 seconds. You get 30 and 40 instead of 20 and 20. So meat's good. You want to mix these up. Healing 3 on the sausages, duration 1600 seconds, 40 stamina, 60 health. So you want to kind of mix these up. And I think by doing these 3, I'm well over, you know, my blueberries are still going. The blueberries last a little bit longer, it looks like. No, last 10 minutes. See, blueberries aren't that good. Blueberries are better if you make them into something like Queen's Jam. There's a lot of cooking involved, a lot of farming. It's an interesting mix of tasks. I like it because it's not all combat oriented. It's got just the right amount of combat, and if you want more combat, you can get more. You know, you just go into more dangerous places. The other thing that happens, you know, I've seen people try to do this without dying, which I probably should try to do. You lose some experience points every time you die. I love the scary sounds they make that don't indicate anything. No, there's not a leech or anything in here. It's just making the noise. Get all the little bits of muddy scrap pile. There's sometimes I've had places where there's mud and I just can't get it. That's it. So what do we get here? We got more iron, not a lot, and we got. That's about it. So this, you know, all the iron in this particular dungeon, all the good iron was in the, you know, the chests. I mean, I'm already happy with this crypt. I got a lot of iron out of it. And chain, and I got some bark. So this has been a good. The only place you can get iron is in these crypts. You can get bark off the ancient trees if you chop them down. And I think chain you can only get in the crypts too. I'm a Belbin. A complete finisher. A completionist. I'm not like, you know, I like this game because I like the balance. Like, this is so grim. And what I often do after I've spent some time in the swamps, I'm getting kind of used to the swamps, but for initially when I would come in the swamps, I would just, it was so grim that I would just then spend some time farming and building and, you know, working on my base just to kind of recover from the grimness of this. All right, there's one bit of bloody scrap there. So I used up about half my pick here, so I'm gonna have to do some repairs. Usually, I would say you can kind of get through one whole dungeon with a pick. This dungeon is done. Dunzo dungeon. I have been everywhere now. So what we're gonna do on the map real quickly is we're just gonna cross it off. So now I know that there's no point in going in there again because I've done it. Wishbone. Yeah. Yeah, wishbone you get in the plains, right? So, all right. So let's see where I am. So kind of northwest of me is my home. But there's a lot of unexplored swamp here. Probably I should go south. Although I'd like to see the Bone Mass Crypt. So let me just go east and explore that way. Get the mace out. Make sure I'm going to wait for my poison resistance. Oh, I got to eat. Okay, see, this is, I think, a bigger bar when you have the sausage, meat, and honey than when you add the blueberries to it. You can only eat 3 things, so you want to... Well, let's get my Eikthyr. I'm just waiting for that poison to go to 0. And now I'll hit another 10 minutes of poison. I've got a poison. I carry some poison resist with me. So that red thing in the distance, that is a Surtling breeder. They come out of there. There's gunk on these trees. They're high up, and you need them, but you have to climb up to get them, which means you have to kind of build. Oh, look at that. Another sunken crypt already. This is kind of on the way to the Elder. So this is turning out to be a really lovely swamp. I thought it would be. It's where Bone Mass lives, so it's going to be good. In fact, there's another one. There's another crypt. And is that one over there? No. But there, look at that. There's 2 crypts right there. So let's mark this one. I mark points of interest with a dot. I save this because that, to me, I think that's a portal. I save that icon for portals. And I don't know what these are. That's the Valheim logo. This is a house and a fire. I guess I could mark my houses with houses. Alright. Let's go in. And am I wearing my Diverger? I am. You saw turnips? Oh, look at that. And there's a guy shooting at me. Well, let me go find some turnips. Okay, that would be... So you saw turnips. Where did you see them? There's a glittering rock. You think these... See, there's a lot of stuff gleaming in the moonlight. That's not something I can pick. I have yet... Well, actually, I think I did find turnip seeds somewhere. Did I? No, I don't think so. You see turnips? Kind of under the arch in a tree. Valheim Primetime? Like it, huh? That's what we're doing. Under the... They're yellow? Okay. Oh. Like there? So I think that's just more gleam. Or maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, no, nothing to pick there. Unless I'm supposed to chop on them. Back towards the other crypt. Okay. I'm just putting off facing that Draugr. You think there's something over here? There's a leech. You guys are funny. I'm sorry. It's probably very frustrating. As long as I'm over here, let me mark this real quick. There's a lot of... This is great. This is a wonderful swamp. So let's mark this. Oh, I don't want a fire. I want a dot. All right, should we just explore? I'm marking, mapping stuff. There's another one. Holy moly. This is going to be, this swamp, they're just like carrot seeds but yellow on the top. There's the thistles. All right, I'll keep my eye peeled. Unfortunately, in order to stream, I have to turn on lights. Because this camera is not very Hello. Hello. Goodbye. Yes. Entrails are us. What? Let's go mark another crypt. Holy moly. As we make our way slowly to bone mass. Look at that. I've already found 4 crypts here. Is that enough? Is that... Oh no, that's the one I already mapped. Let's keep heading over. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. This here be bone mass. So this is the bone mass altar. So you put 3 withered bones in there. And bone mass shows up. What I might try is before I summon him, build a ladder up there on this skull. There's leeches everywhere. You know, I'm going to get rid of some of these because they're going to be a pain once I have to fight bone mass. What I was thinking is, Floyd is putting a workbench here and putting a ladder up on top of the skull and maybe fight bone mass by shooting down at him, right? That kind of sounds like fun. I should hoe the area flat around the bone mass spawn. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't want to fight him in water, so make this whole area... Yeah, I didn't bring the hoe with me, but that's really a good idea. Alright, so we found bone mass. Let me, let's see. Here's my home. There's a lot more to map. Let's go all the way to the sea. What do you say? So, yeah, this is where you say I should, yeah. It says, cook their remains. Another crypt. Another crypt. This is going to be iron. So, you know what? This is great. And this is really, in a way, the designers of Valheim, I suspect, giving me a leg up. They're giving me plenty of chance to stock up on iron. I am going to be fully beefed up before I take on bone mass. I have a nice bow. I'm going to make sure I have a lot of my armor is fully upgraded, and etc., etc., etc. So let's see. Here's another one. Let's mark this. Yeah, because this is great. Is that a new one there too? Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, it's nighttime, so I'm going to see a wraith. And you see that? I really want to get rid of that. Because that spawns these guys. You don't want it. But the other thing that's around... Oh, this is an elite. Holy cow. Wow. These... Oh, something got me. The wraith! That's a wraith got me. I wasn't paying attention to my food. So now I'm way the hell far away. I'm naked. I'm definitely afraid. I'm going to eat something before I go. That's why I put my... oops, I don't want to do that. Why I reset the spawn here. I did not want to pick that up. I just wanted to eat it. And I am going to go run over and get some poison potion. The problem is I was pretty full, so if I do anything but run over there naked, I will regret it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that poison potion. Actually, I should sleep first, shouldn't I? I don't want to have any... I can't remember if sleeping times out or not. Let's see. Thank you. It wasn't an elite. There was a wraith. I'm convinced there was a wraith there. So let me just quickly take a nap. See if that used up my poison resist. Because really what I want to do is, and this is crazy, but I'm going to run out there naked, having eaten and having the poison resist so that my health is good, and avoid any combat and try to get to my body here. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't deplete the poison. So this is going to be a little corpse run. Here we go. The nice thing is they map your corpse. But, very important, and I'm going to do this before I do the corpse run, to double map it. So my corpse is way the heck over here. This will disappear if I get killed again. So I'm going to put a signal there that that's where I'm going. And just to... It's pretty much southeast the whole way. Here we go. I'm going to do this naked. Unless I run into a troll or something. Let's hope I don't. It's morning. I've got poison resist. I've got 131 points. I've got Ichthir invoked. Which means I've got maximum stamina, and I am just going straight for the body. Because I was full of stuff, there's a blob. Don't want to run into him. Gonna run. And it's a little dark because I've got lights, which is unfortunate. It's like I really should turn off the lights here. I cannot see a thing. I don't even know what I'm running up against here. There we go. Alright, okay, moving well. Can't see. It's so dark. Oh, a leech. I don't want to get hit by a leech. Alright, I'm running out of... That honey was running out already. That's the bad thing. Honey's good, but honey doesn't last very long. Only a few seconds, few minutes. So I'm just going to run as fast as I can, avoiding Surtlings, avoiding blobs, avoiding leeches if I can. That's why I killed as many things as I could on my wandering, because if you're not around, my sense is they don't spawn if you're not there. I've always had trouble with those particular kinds of camps, which have they're spawning both skeletons and draugrs. And then because I was out at night, okay, we're gonna head a little bit more south. Because I was out at night, which was foolish, I got double whammied. I think it was a wraith that killed me. Okay, those are not turnips, those are thistles. If you think those are turnips, that's not. Okay, we're getting close. So I think before I died, I think I got both spawning masses, the bone mass and the corpse pile. I think there's my body. I don't see anything around it. Yeah, I hear something. There's an archer. All right, I didn't get it all. That's bad news. Okay, now I just gotta run. Got my items. I am running away. Run away! Until I get my armor and weapons on. And that's going to have to happen now because, as you can see, here comes a blob. Draugr elites, I hate them. But again, oh, and there's that archer. But that's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Because I can dodge him. Oh, he's a 2-star. So he's hard to kill. It's going to be an issue of stamina, but I managed to do it. Alright, let's eat. Here's another blob. These guys are dead in one. Never fear those, as long as they don't poison you before they die. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Let's turn on my circlet and my minion yogurt, which gives me more. It's actually lucky. Sometimes I have so much weight on me that I can't move after I claim everything. So that was a lucky corpse run. I got. That's kind of what I try to do, is that quick corpse run. This is going to be a fantastic swamp. And now we're back to the ocean. There's a Draugr behind that tree, another skeleton. I like to really, as much as I can... Oh, this is hairy. Oh, this is hairy. I'm out of stamina too. Let's get the heck out of here for a second. So what I like to do is stretch them out a little bit. And I think that worked. There's one skeleton left. Okay, we stretched them out. There's some leeches over there. I'm not going to spend any energy on that. Just make sure I've got all these. Okay. Let's get those leeches. Let's get our health back up real quick. I think I'm good on poison resist. Leeches. These things, if you see them in real life, are ugly. They're long. They're really big. But I want to kill as many of them as I can. They don't seem to respawn. I did get a little poisoned, but I have the resist, so it won't be too serious. There's some Draugrs out in the water. Okay, I really have everything I can carry, so I probably should go home. Look at them. I think I sailed by them on the way here. I'm just standing there, probably standing on a sandbar. All right. Okay, I can breathe a little bit. Leak suit. I know you doubted me, didn't you? You doubted me, but this is after some practice, this has been what I've decided. Because see, if I put new armor on and get new weapons and all that, then I can't pick up everything, and that's not good. You know, let me get my shield out because I think we're going to be having some fun over here. I'm still exploring, although I won't go in anywhere because, man, oh, come on. There you go. You guys are pathetic. Oh, I'm hitting him with my fist. Come on, use something real. That's just embarrassing. Okay, that's a leech. Okay, see 2 Draugrs. Let's do this, though. This is kind of fun. Light them up. Oh, man. 3 arrows? Really? Okay. That's because I'm using... no, that's the iron heads. I'm going to switch over to the poison arrows. I got 30 of those from the last crypt. Sometimes these towers have chests in them. Or is this a crypt? No, it's another crypt. Is this one I've mapped? It's another crypt. Holy moly. And there's another one. Holy camole. I'm going to start... Oh, no, I have mapped this because the door is open. Let's... Yeah, I mapped that one. So... I forgot to on the last couple I visited. But once I open the door, then I know I've been there. And then I'm going to... Oh, see, this is not where I want to be. Did you see that? Let's run away. That's where I always have trouble. And so what I want to do is, they're spawning from this thing. Really, the job... Oh, and there's a wraith. Oh, no, that's just a elite. Get the body pile first, because then you have to deal with only the 1 or 2. God, this is not good. How's my health? Not good. That's an elite. Elites are tough. I want to run away and eat something. Get some potent. Yeah, he's just hitting the wood. Where's the elite? Oh, there's a blob. God. That's the only time I really have trouble is I can take almost anything on one at a time. But when there's multiple attacking, and see, I can't get him because he's up on that. Come on down, Blob. Come on over. Blobs really can leap. Oh, that's an oozer. Not a blob. Oozers can be used... Oh, crap. See that? I got in the water. And lost my weapon. Alright. Come here, Blob. Ah. Told you, when they gang up on me, that's the scariest thing. Now I gotta do that whole thing again. I know, I needed both of those. I need both of those. Healing and poison. It's okay. It's okay. I'm completely capable of doing this. I actually could get in my boat if I wanted to be extra cautious. And, how late at night is it? I wish there were a little clock. See, maybe I'm moving my portal back over here. I can't decide where the portal is most useful. Okay, ready? Another corpse run? I have a shield. And I just... Because I got in the... So what happened is I was running away, got in the water, then immediately your weapons and shield get put over, you know, put away. And you have to remember to... They get stowed, and then you have to remember to wield them again. And so there was too many things to do all at once, basically, is what happened. So let's just really quickly check. Going pretty much due east. If I wanted to be really cautious, I would sail a boat. Actually, what I could do, which would be fairly cautious, is follow the coastline, couldn't I? Again, I don't want to encounter anything. There's Surtlings over there. Kind of want to avoid. Let's get my Eikthyr. Crap. Skeletons. You can really pretty much. There's few things you can't outrun, but you can't run forever. And water really slows you down, which is why, Floyd, I think your advice to build up the. I'm just following the coastline here. To build up the land around Bone Mass is well taken. And maybe build a portal closer to him, right? I don't like... I'm really not crazy about building bases. Let me see where we are here. Yeah, no, this was... it was a mistake. Mistake. Gotta go east. Southeast. Trying to skirt any encampments if I can. The water. I've seen some people say you should just bring your hoe out into the swamp and you know and make pathways, because then you'd be running on land. That seems like a lot of work. I don't plan to spend that much time in the swamp. Okay, you see, I'm now starting to run out of food. So I don't really need to get... I wasted time going down the coastline. Okay, I'm heading in the right direction now. Alright, Floyd, this is where... You may say, oh, see, there's a crypt, and I haven't mapped this one yet. It's good. Remember that. Oh, I'm going to take the time to map it. There's another one there. Holy camole. Oh, crap. Those stupid skeletons are still chasing me. This is where I probably pushed it a little too hard. I should have gone home, unloaded, rested, eaten. Oh, crap. There's a Draugr hiding out in that sunken crypt. There's Evergiven's corpse. And there's the blobs that killed him. Let's get the hell out of here. Now, this is tricky. I gotta don my armor, eat, and wield a weapon all before these bad guys get to me. Okay, I did get to eat. Okay, once I can get to some dry land, I'll turn around and fight. Okay, Draugr's gonna be... Ah, that Oozer. Alright. I got everything. Let's eat some more food. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the potions should probably be near the kitchen. That's where they're made, after all. So the only problem with this iron is it slows you down. Something fierce. Alright, let's map this. Oh, see that Draugr sneaking around? Got my shield. He thinks he's so clever. Just stand around there. Watch. Oh, blocked a little bit, but not totally. See, I think blocking is overrated. But I want to... So one of the reasons you want to go to the Leviathan is so you can make this abyssal harpoon, because then you can apparently harpoon... If you can do this near shore... Harpoon a sea serpent and pull them onto land, kill them, get their scales, and apparently that makes a fantastic shield. So I'm still wielding a crappy bronze shield. It's not that good. Ugh, let's get rid of these bones. I don't want them. I don't need those either. Honestly, got plenty of leather. More bones. So many bones. Okay, the rest I want. Let's eat. Oh, I don't need that. Whoops, I do need that. I don't need that. But I do want my poison resistance mead. Alright. Alright, it's morning in the swamp. How do we feel here? It looks like I've seen all of this part. I need to go down south. I see no reason not to try that. Looks like, you see that? There's a... No, I did map that crypt. It looks like that's the one I mapped, yeah. So now I'm in the water. Well, I'm not deep enough to shoulder my weapons, so I still have them. But sometimes you get in the water like that as you're running away. Your weapons get shouldered, and then you have to... Oh, let's get this. You want to get that first, because then nothing else can spawn. So you get the bone pile. These are the things that have every time killed me. Because, in fact, that was the one that killed me. Look at that. Because that when they keep spawning. So you got it. What I'm trying to do is kill the spawner, which is the bone pile, or the remains. Yeah, I've been to this crypt. Okay. So now, having killed that, that's not going to be a threat to me going forward. So my idea really is to try to make the swamp a little less hazardous with a quick run through. Right. The problem with wielding your weapons is it slows you down. So as long as there's nothing bad going on, I'm ready to... This is an area I haven't really explored. And look, another sunken freaking crypt. Unbelievable. There's at least... Oh, and another Draugr. Let's go around back. Take my weapons out. Yeah. I like the blah. Like the... Alright, let's unlock this. Let's mark it. Yeah, it's a new one. How many crypts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crypts so far. I've only tapped one, and I haven't even explored all this area down here. There's another. You see the red thing is the Surtling campfire, which you may remember, Floyd. I tried to I think I got them all, but there may be more, certainly. So remember, I tried to see. There's 2 Surtling campfires there. Those are actually pretty harmless. If I didn't have a ton of Surtling cores, I might mess with them, because Surtlings are actually fairly easy to defeat. In fact, we saw this a little while ago. They chase you into the swamp and die, which is cool. And you can dodge them fairly simply. They throw fireballs, but they're slow, and it's fairly easy to dodge them, or even block them with a shield. So and they die pretty quickly if you hit them with a good lick with the mace. So I'm not too worried about that. I hear a Draugr. Ooh, that's a double star archer. But there's one behind me. Let's get this guy. Let's get this guy. Oh, these guys are skeletons. Like 2 with 1 blow. Oh, what's that? They're just not that. There's a leech. There's a leech. So and I hear another Draugr. How did he kill me? How did that happen? Oh, I'm getting tired of this. I am getting tired of this. I gotta pay attention to my hit points. You guys are looking down there. I'm busy trying to defend myself. Maybe it's this leak. That. Alright, another corpse run. So the bad thing about dying is that you lose skills every time you do that, which is kind of too bad. On the other hand, I feel like I gain skills every time I fight, so I don't know what the net is. I should take a nap, too. I get some poison resist real quick. And we're going to make another corpse run. Oh, and don't let me forget, I should mark that because as you saw, every time you get killed, the last marking goes away, and if you get killed on the way to the corpse, sometimes it's easy to lose the corpse. I learned that lesson. Alright, I'm going to go to sleep here real quick. Before I go to sleep, let's mark the location way up here of my poor dead body. There it is. Look at that. That's a terrible place to die. This swamp is so darn big. It's about to scratch. I need to turn off the light. I can't see. I can't see anything. Excuse my torso. I'm gonna close the blinds. Darken the room. Turn off my lights. Turn on I have another light. That might not... Oh, yeah, now I can see. But you can't see me, can you? Let's turn on... I have a little light. Let's see if this works. How's that? Spooky, eh? Alright, let's do a quick run. Now, yeah, I can see much better now. That's good. It's not blinding me. I'm the Wraith now! Who's the Wraith? I'm the Wraith! Alright, big, long freaking corpse run now. This is ridiculous. I got so far to go. Actually, it looks long, and but he covers a lot of territory. Actually, I'm only a few minutes away. It's kind of funny. See how fast I'm moving? Alright, should I make a speed line for... Crap. Asking the wrong question. I am going to make kind of a beeline. Oh my god, a blob? Did I do my poison? I did. Alright, so... There's turnip seeds! Ha-ha! New material! Alright. See, when it's dark, I can see what I'm doing. Sort of. It's really dark in this swamp. I'm not a fan of the swamp, as I said. After I spend some time in the swamp, all I want to do is live in the meadows for a while. Enjoy peace, harmony, more Draugrs. Oh no, there's a bone pile. Scrap pile, let's run. I'm running straight toward a Draugr. The good news is I don't have to worry about shouldering my weapons. has to run. Oh, God. Oh, run! Run away! Run away! He's right behind me, isn't he? Don't tell me. This is a new crypt. So we've now found like our 9th, and then there's our 10th crypt. This is crazy. This swamp is amazing. There's the 11th. I see another new crypt. We're running straight for my body right now. That's good. Look at that. There's another crypt. This is an incredible swamp. Was your swamp, Floyd, like that? Was your... Oh, see the Surtlings over there? Was your swamp this... your bone mass swamp, I mean? Was it this rich? I'm sorry I keep doing this at night when you're trying to sleep, John. I apologize. There, I see my body. Oh, and there's a Draugr between me and thee. And... No, those are not turnips. See, I went towards the Draugr because I thought it was turnips. Quick. Grab it. Items recovered. Run. Run. Oh, there's a Draugr there, too. Run. I'm a good runner. Thank God. Okay, maybe I can make a stand here. Eat. Dawn. Wield. Okay. Okay. I look good. 124. I'm good on poison. The Draugr stopped chasing me. I have now seen much more of the swamp than I ever cared to. I didn't map any of these, but there's a ton of crypts over there too. This is going to be amazing. Truly amazing. I had a tiny swamp that had nothing in it. And then I found Mega Swamp. Mega Swamp. Yeah, I'm really good at running away. Practice makes perfect. That was a Surtling. You see that? So here I can demonstrate this. This guy's gonna... Oh, see, he killed himself. He fell in the water. And so now there'll be a Surtling core down here. Somewhere. There it is. I got it. And then they're slow to chase you. So if you keep dodging... Here, I'll stand here and you can watch. Now this one, I think, is in a tree. Sometimes they get stuck in a tree, which means you can't kill them. They're so stupid. Oh. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what this is down here. If that's a Surtling core. Can I get it? Yeah, see, now that hit the tree. Coal. I don't care about coal. So that one died by going in the water, and so that's what's fun about these Surtlings. So they're kind of fun to play with. I'll go around this tree. There's another crypt. Yeah, see, I think he's in the tree. I've seen this before. Oh no, here he comes. Good. They're so easy to dodge. See that? Ooh, there's two of them. That's where you want to watch out. When one sneaks up behind you. But watch this. I'm going to go over here. And they're going to... Oh, maybe not. Ow. That hurt. Watch this. They're just that easy to kill. So now, oh, I know what happened. I have some Surtling cores, but I can't. Did I get them? I don't think I have anywhere to put them. Alright, so what was I going to do? I was going to map this crypt. Open the gate, map the crypt. This is the most incredible swamp. This is such a good swamp. Yeah, I can't run very fast with armor on, especially if I'm wielding. So you have to shoulder your weapon. You can run, you know, you hold the shift key down, you can run pretty fast. You just can't run pretty fast for a while. very long. Oh, there's a certain encampment. Oh, he got me. When there's two, it's a little more challenging. Just gonna do the zigzag. Oh yeah, here's another crypt. If I map this one, no. I think there's like a dozen. Oh no, that's not a crypt. It's just a tower. But there's a crypt straight ahead. Sometimes in these little ruined castles, there's Draugr. Oh, there's a bone pile. This is where I got to be careful. I'm watching my health. Really want to get this bone pile. These elites can kill you with one blow. See that? That is really bad. Now I got the bone pile. So now, no more spawning. And all the guts I can eat. I don't need to do that because I've already registered bone mass. Let's just see if there's anything up here. Sometimes there's stuff up here. No, nothing but a good view. I feel like when I get stone, I can rebuild these. Oh, and I see off in the distance. I don't need coal. Those blueberries. Well, those are turnip seeds. That's going to be good. See, what's that in the distance? There's these wooden structures, too. More great green gobs of greasy, grimy Draugr guts. And there's usually a chest. Yeah, I think there's a chest up there. Is there? But see, I don't have the tools to, I didn't bring my hammer with me. Yeah. Is there a chest? No. It was just somebody's house. Like, what did he build a house in the swamp for? Are you crazy? I don't see a chest up there. Why would you build a... Look at all this people around here. This is not a good place for you. Don't build your house out here. Come on, Draugr. Come on, little Draugr. Come on. Blocked, blocked, blocked. Knockback. Hup. You should get these. I don't like leaving things lying around, pests, because then if I have to run naked through here, it's a little more hazardous. So some of this is just defensive. Crazy. I think that they do this to give you an idea of what you might want to, what you would want to build on stilts out in the swamp or something. See the map. Where am I? All right. I really should not be wandering around here too much. Poison potion? Oh, you guys, thank you. You're right. See one of those. Let's have some food too while I'm at it. It's nice and calm. Get rid of bones. Don't want bones. No need of bones. Do want to preserve those turnip seeds, and I've got 10 pieces of iron, which is nice. So I guess I'll map. We'll wander our way north. Kind of wish it had auto mapping, you know, so that would mark the crypts. So I wouldn't have to, but I guess, you know, you gotta do something. Oh, I can see so much better now. For instance, I know I need my Eikthyr. Let's do it. The power of Eikthyr. These you want, this Guxax, but I might have enough. I think you need... Oh, there's one. Anytime there's a Guxac at eye level, you want to get that. Otherwise, you have to make a lot. See, something's coming for me. A blob, I think. Yep. Come here. Come here. Boom. Boom. I don't care. You can play. Oh, I didn't kill him. Now I got him. Did a little poison, but that's okay. Got some ooze. Level of ooze. Let's eat some sausages. Sausages time. I don't want that. Oh, something's shooting at me. What's shooting at me? Oh, you silly skeleton. And there's another blob. Come on, what I gotta do is wait till it jumps. I think you have a moment. Now you can kill it there before it poisons you. 75 on that hit. Blob trophy we want. Oh, God, you stupid. Don't like leeches. Okay. See, I've got Grimace. I don't know what I do with the Grimace trophy. I don't need those skeleton heads. Trophies, I haven't figured out what, they don't seem to show up in any recipes or anything. They're just there. Thistles you want. Am I carrying thistles? Yes, I'll pick those. Wow, you're right about turnips. There just aren't very many of them. They're few and far between. But all I need is 3. Whoa, hello, skeleton. Mess with the wrong ever given. So I'm mapping. This is all new territory. Not a lot of crypts over here. That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I see the meadows. Look at this. So I could build another... Is that the meadows? Or no, these are plains. Yep. Oh, and there's 2 locks. I love locks. They make those giant... I'm really tempted. See any foolings or death skeetos or anything? What is that? Cloudberries? Oh, I need them. Nice. How many locks? There's 3 of them? Alright, this is a little risky. It's a little risky. But I don't know if the locks will chase me into the swamp. They will chase me. Ooh, boy. Run away. Will they chase me in the swamp? Yes, they will. That's interesting. These are poison arrows. So they will have... Oh, see that? He does give up. He has the stomp attack. I don't know if poison's the best for him. Oh, God. Okay, you I've got to do first. And locks. Should I try a flint arrow on him? I mean, Iron Hand? He is not feeling well. That's apparent. 39 that hit was. 46 that hit was. Look at that. Chopping down trees. Stomping on things. Get that leech if you would, Locks. Get the leech. Good. See? You see that? Get the blob. Yep, you got him. See, he's being distracted. And help me out all at the same time. Here he comes for me, but one more arrow should do that. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Yay, deadlocks. Oh, you know what? I blew it because I don't think I have any inventory left. Okay, I don't need Grimace. I got those cloudberries. I really don't need thistle. I don't need, well, Guck. I want Guck. Shoot. Locke's pelt makes a lovely... Oh, good. Locke's pelt makes a lovely rug. I have a Locke's pelt rug. And you get lots of meat out of a Locke's, as one, you know, would hope. I'll make sure I got all the meat. Stone. This is all stuff the locks did. Dead wood. God, that was satisfying. Okay. Okay, that was good. How much lock? I got. How much locks did I get? Did I get some? Oh yeah, 4 locks. Drumsticks. They make these giant drumsticks. They're so awesome. Okay, well that was fun. Let's see. So here's the planes. Okay, that's new. That's new. There's my where's my house? Oh, this is my house. So I'm actually coming. I see. This is the plains. Got it. I'm on the edge of the plains that I was on before, so that's fine. So I'm actually working my way around back to the house. This is why I was so excited to find that locale, because it's on 3 biomes. Oh, look over here. What did he kill over here? Here's the other locks. That's just wood. Look at this. He stomped some stuff. It's getting dark. I'm gonna. I think I'm not gonna go after that one. But those 2. But that's good to know. There's 2 more locks over there. See that blue thing over there? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's another crypt. I don't think that's one I know about. Alright, let me just... Yeah, I don't care about blobs. Let's get my scepter out. So the trick again with blobs is to... They don't blob you, they don't slime you until... It's an oozer, no blob. There's the blob. They don't slime you until after they land, so you hit them first. So this is an unknown crypt, yep. Wow, this is the best swamp ever. And is that a crypt I don't know about? Yeah. I'm making a point of unlocking the door when I get there, so then I know I've seen it before. Here comes a blob. Let's just handle him first. So watch what they do. So sometimes they jump over you, but I'm getting far enough away, so he's going to make a jump, 1 leap to get to me. There. And now. Before he slimed me. See, before he was able to poison me. Alright, let's eat. Let's unlock. Let's map. Look at this. How many crypts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11. So there were a dozen crypts in this. Is that another one? No, I've seen that one. I've seen that one. Let's go home. Home is that away, right? Sort of. I like this away. So this one's actually, this crypt is going to be the next one I'm going to go after because it's pretty close to home, actually. Very nice. Yeah, now it's nighttime. So this is where wraiths show up and other scary, spooky things. I think there was a wraith over on the left there. I saw a green blink. So they're not actually, they're scary, but they're not that dangerous. But you just got to be aware of them. It is getting dark. I might have to put my Verger on. You put that on, you can see better, but you lose your helmet, which is, there's a Draugr, which is useful for, there's another Draugr. So I will deal with those guys when I come back this way. And I am home. Not just in the nick of time, too, I might add. Oh, maybe not. There's two of them. This is kind of your worst nightmare. You got 2 blobs and 2 draugrs. And you're only inches from home. I'm running out of stamina. You see that? That red bar? They won't follow me very well, I think. Or maybe they will. Well, this unless... Even if I died here, this wouldn't be any. Yeah, I don't feel rested anymore. Of course not. In the middle of it's nighttime. I'm being chased. Bart, I died. Look at that. Right outside my house. Right outside my house. There's some more up there. Yeah. Well, I'll see him. I don't, you know. The Lox is a wonderful little creature. So I'm not even gonna bother to eat. This is right outside my back door. It's a little chilly out here when you're naked. Yeah, I bet I feel cold. Let's go home. Don't forget to close the door. Hello, troll. Trolly looking at the moon. It's kind of a pretty shot. Troll and moon. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's 5 o'clock. Quitting time. Let's put my clothes on. Have a little snack. See these bones? You can't get rid. They keep showing up. I hate these darn bones. All right, feeling better. Oh, the Lox is... Yeah, see, I don't think the Lox will go that far into the swamp. That's interesting. Should I do bone mass next time? I don't think so. I think... And I may not do a stream of this, but the next thing I need to do is literally collect all the iron from all of those crypts. It shouldn't be too hard. I've killed enough enemies there. I don't think it's going to be too hazardous. So I'll get all the iron out of there. At that point, with all that iron, let me take some of my stuff. Oh, look at this. I am running out of room. I don't need the bones. I got that nice Lox pelt. I'm going to make a nice Lox rug out of that. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to put the iron in the boat. Okay, iron you can't transport anyway. So you see I'm already starting to load up with some stuff here. I can't wait to plant these turnip seeds. That's going to be very interesting. Let's see what I can do with those. I do want to bring all my tools home. Most importantly, I could leave the potions here. I don't need those. The abyssal harpoon. Hammer. I need a hammer. I'll leave the blueberries here. Alright. Okay, time to go home. Thank you. I'm glad you were here, Ryan. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let me take a quick nap and I'll do a little farming real quick, because I really should do some farming. Wow, that was... I died 3 or 4 times, but that swamp is more than I had ever imagined. That swamp is going to be a treasure trove. I should be able to get out of that swamp, I don't know, 500 or 600 iron, which means I'm going to be able to max out on iron. There's lots to do with iron. This wood is here because I was doing a lot of smelting. I smelted all the iron I brought back from the last swamp. There's lots to do with iron, but I'm going to feel pretty good. Let me show you here on my forge. First, let's fix everything. I've got the scale mail, so a lot of what I'll be doing is upgrading. That's already maxed out. I can do 15 for the greaves. That'll max those out, I think. Huntsman bow could be improved. That's 20. Probably another 20, so let's say 70. Iron helmet, another 15, maybe another 15, so let's say 100. Iron mace already maxed. Pickaxe definitely could be improved. And you see I'm still using a bronze shield. The only iron shield I could find is this. That's 20% reduction in movement speed. So that thing protects you, but it really slows you down. So I'm not, there's a few things I want to do with iron. Then a lot of what you do with iron, I think, is probably focused on. Let's put some stuff away. Focused on building, right? I guess. I don't know. Well, I was going to plant those turnip seeds, wasn't I? Let's put this away. I finally got all the. I'm pretty good on ancient bark. Look at all that ancient bark. This is the abyssal harpoon, and I carry that around. Someday I'll be able to use that. Let's see, I'm going to keep the lox because I'm making another lox rug. We're going to cook some food, and then I want to plant some turnips. So let's do that. So first I'm going to put the food away real quickly. The needle arrows, you collect the needles from the death skeetos, which are in the plains. I only have one. They kill you with one blow. So you really, death skeetos are challenging, to say the least. Here's my meat locker. Actually, I'm not going to put anything in the meat locker. Let's cook these logs. This is awesome. These things are so big. Look at the size of those. I love those. What else did I get that I need to put away? Oh, turnips. I'm going to plant those. Let's put away the blood and guts. Okay. And I got the turnip seeds. And I don't know what I do with cloudberries yet. Oh, you can eat them. All right. What do you... That's... so let's see. That's 15 health, 25 stamina. Look at that. So that is... yeah, I mean, I only have one pair of those because they're from the plains also. This is a stone cutter, which means I can... It's like a crafting table for stone. I made these stone hearths and put in the stone flames. These lox take a long time to cook, but they're big. They're big. Yeah, I'm going to look at potions with the cloudberries for sure. Look at the size of these. Cooked lox meat. A great hunk of tender meat. Food fit for Valhalla. Love that. So I keep all my cooked foods in this locker up here so I can quickly go there and eat before I run out. Let's just replenish my honey. I don't put those cloudberries. I don't want to eat them by accident. I'll put them in there. Think about that. Let's go plant turnips. Before I do that, though, I think I deserve another lox rug. So let me get rid of that deer skin. Who needs that? And put another lox rug. Or is that deer skin? No, don't I? Can I? What do I need to do a lox rug? Oh, I need 2 more lox pelt. Oh, rats. Alright. Put the deer skin back. So, you see I have 1 lox rug there, but I'll put the other one there. Oh! I didn't know you could do that. I put the deer skin on top of the throne. Let's put it this way. Alright, let's do some turnips now. So this is the next thing. Oh, here's my... here's how I get to the garden. So first let's harvest these. Those are carrots. These are carrot seeds. You get... For each of these you get 3 carrot seeds. So in other words, every carrot you plant produces 3 times the capability. So what I've been doing to beef up my carrot crop is taking a third of my... Well, you want to take at least a third for stasis, but I've been taking half of my carrot crop and planting it. At some point, I'm going to have so many carrot seeds. 99 now, I'm probably good. But let's plant these turnips, and I think I can do the same thing with turnips, I hope. There's the turnips. So those are turnip seeds, so I'll get turnips. But if I can and plant these and get more seeds, I will do that, and then I can build up my turnip crop. And I have a feeling turnips will be good for something. Meanwhile, now I can plant 99 carrots. Which is an awful lot. I don't actually know if I have enough room for that. So the next time I go for carrot seeds, I won't plant quite so many. You can't plant them too close or they won't grow, so you have to kind of give them a little space. What I should do if I were smart is lay out some beds. Then it wouldn't be so haphazard. And one of these days I will do that. I'm only halfway there. This is probably enough carrots. I don't think I need more carrots. So I will, from now on, I will take, of the 100 carrots I get, I'll replant a third of them, and that way I won't get so many freaking carrots. Guess I'll plant some more over here. You see, isn't it pleasant after spending time in those dismal, dark swamps to just take some time and enjoy the earth, the pleasant music of the meadows? Oh, good, I've planted them all. All right. Can go out here. You see, I planted a lot of trees. I don't have any tree seeds now, but this has become a forest, which is great. I surround myself with a forest. There's the infamous troll trench. It turns out, so I did have a troll attack, and I shot the troll and went across the bridge, and he followed me. He actually followed me into my keep. But by then he was so dead he didn't do much damage. So I do have, as you see, I still have my carve. But I moved it over because this is where I park my yacht now. So, but it's out and about. It's good every once in a while to wander the island, see if there's any berries or anything. I've really planted a forest around my keep, which is great. This was just a plains. But I think it's just more pleasant. It's kind of a shady forest out here. I like that. Turnip stew. I will be making turnip stew, yes. Yeah, isn't this nice? So I always feel like, it's respite from the grim work of swamp harvesting. Yeah, I know what you mean about the music being repetitive, but but I kind of like it. And you have to harvest your honey because the bees can only make 4 honey at a time. So you harvest it. Honey I have in plentitude. And as you saw, honey is a decent food. It doesn't have a very, doesn't last very long, but it's a nice thing to, and because I have so much of it, it's a good food to kind of have around. Oh, I'm out of wood. My fire went out. Let's hopefully get some wood and stoke. I really like these big fires. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. This is the you need Surtling core, ancient bark, fine wood, and core wood to make this. Once you've made it, you fuel it with just regular wood. And it burns a good long time, but the real advantage of this is it doesn't go out in the rain. So you don't have to put a roof and do all the chimney stuff, which I got tired of doing, so that's handy. I maybe should put another portal here. I think that's a good idea. I'm not using that area. Let's see, what do I need? I need fine wood, gray dwarf eye, serpent core. I think I have all of the above. Maybe not. Might be out of fine wood. That's too bad. Put the locks there for them. I need 2 more. Gotta kill 1 more locks. So I need to get some fine wood. So fine wood, unfortunately, to this date, fine wood comes from pine trees. Oops. No, core wood comes from pine trees. Fine wood comes from birch, right? And to this date, I haven't figured out how to plant birch. The Stalk Exchange is the wrong game. That's the Animal Crossing. You don't want to. Sorry, Galia, but I gotta do this. You don't want to put a fire inside, though, because it will smoke you. It'll kill you with the smoke. I don't think it sets fire to the wood, but it's supposedly not a good idea. See, then this is the funniest thing. So, I think I gotta do better than that. I guess I should just smote him. Smote you too. So I'm in the meadows right now, right? But the very tip of my island, it's so funny. I know there's one more. Is, look at this, it turns into Black Forest. The very tip here is the Black Forest. So these guys keep spawning. That's why I ended up putting in the stakes. I actually chopped down almost everything that was out here. So this is Black Forest. Isn't that hysterical? So this becomes the Black Forest music, the ominous Black Forest. I had something here, but I decided I didn't really want my boathouse that far away from the main house, so I put my boathouse over there. Now I'm in the Black Forest, right? Black Forest music. I could build I could fence it off, but it seemed more economical just to fence my house. Oh, I'm using poison arrows. That's silly. I was wondering what that green was. That's better. I'm just collecting meat, that's all. Meat and deer hide. It's just good to have. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that buck. See if I can calm him down. No, he's gone. If you chase him, then run into the river. Starbuck. He's not afraid anymore. Or is he? Oh, I can creep up on him now. Can I actually, if I get behind him like this, I don't even need to use an arrow. Galia is Alia G in our chat room, and we have I don't know if she's here today, we have a running joke. Whoa! We have a running joke about killing the deer because she used to have deer antler in her avatar. I think she might still. So every time I kill a deer, I always felt guilty. So I apologize to Galia when I kill a deer. But one must live. A man can't live on honey alone. Let's see if I can get him on the fly. Oh, just missed him. It's kind of silly to waste arrows on deer. But it's possible to wing him, which is not nice. Just like in real hunting. See, I've planted trees all around here, which I think really adds to the ambiance. Otherwise, it'd be this ugly troll trench and stockade. This poor deer. Really tormenting him. And then this is the natural thing. Actually, I should get some fine wood out here as long as we're doing this. So I was going to build another portal. I have to find some birch, which is unfortunate. I think I've got all the birch. That's right. Spikes are very useful for... the last of the Mohicans. Oh, that's just a regular old deer. Okay, so watch. If you get... just go right up behind him and go... Havacho! Okay, I'm looking for a birch is what I'm after. But I think I've chopped down all the birches. Floyd, did you... or John, did you say you could... seed a birch? You could get birch seeds. I have yet to get birch seeds. There's a birch. This is where you get fine wood. I always get my stumps because I don't like to put stumps around. There's some berries. Also, the sun, as you can see, full of stuff. What do I need out of the rock? Whoops. Whoops. Let's get out of here. And some berries. I should get. I don't need that. I don't want that. And you. Yeah, see, I can't pick these up because I keep picking up things I don't want. Ugh. Oh well, I'll have to come back and get the berries. Got the fine wood, that was the main thing. Let's run back to the... I am all wet because it's raining. It's raining. There's Alia G or Galia. She's LARPing. $33.6 modem, but I hope you're on a higher speed connection now, Galia. I'm glad to hear there's a ceasefire. I hope it lasts. There's the carrots I planted. You know, it takes them a couple of days. A couple of Valheim days, not human days to grow. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to put a portal in. Just put. I shouldn't have been carrying carrots around. So you can see I have plenty of carrots. I got some nice fresh meat. That's good. I did get. It looks like. Did I get enough fine wood? I forgot how much I needed. Let's see. Yeah. No, that's a bonfire. How do I do the... No, I need 20. I need so much more fine wood. Ugh, I give up. One of these days I'll put a portal out there. See, the bonfire does not go out in the rain. Isn't that nice? I wonder, can I dry and get wet at the same time? Yeah, I am not drying. Alright, don't need that. Don't need that. Start building up my fine wood collection. Some feathers, put those away. Got some resin, put that away. These bones just getting everywhere. I don't need any more bones. Okay. Let's, alright, so I am going to wrap it up as I said I would. We did a little farming because somebody said they liked it when we farmed. I'm going to stand by the fire and dry off. It's a nice warm fire. I should probably make some potions. It's nice and dry in here. It's good. It's cozy. Look out the window. Watch the rain. I have a little private dining area up here if I don't want to be hanging out with the boys downstairs. Dinner time in Valheim. Night time. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you, everybody. Stream over. We're winding up here. Now I have a lot to do. I've got a big swamp with lots of stuff to explore. And then, once I iron up, I'm already on the plains. I suppose I should take on bone mass and then go for the plains. That's kind of what you're supposed to do. But I guess we'll do that next time. Thank you, everybody. Day 468 is over. Day 469 is next. I will see you tomorrow for Andy Weir.